It's one of New Zealand provincial rugby's great rivalries. Wellington and Auckland have been battling on the field for 139 years. Tonight here in Wellington, the stakes are high. A place in the Bunnings NPC Grand Final next week. Tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to Sky Stadium in the capital city as these two provincial giants lock horns for the first time this season. The ultimate prize being a match-up next week with either Canterbury or Bay of Plenty. Off it goes for Patafilo. And the Wellington left winger takes it inside the 22. Perenara away for Lakai. Garden Basham, lovely work. Here's Higgins. Riley Higgins, right up the centre he goes. Just a few metres short of the line. There's this for Perenara. Now Wellington go wide again. Quickly across to Savia looking at the corner. And he scores. What a good finish that was.
Oh, excellent finish by the veteran. He didn't have much room to move, but this is the threat that this Wellington team possesses. And as they flick out to the right-hand side, all it needs is a nice flick of hands from Duplessis, Karifi, and a nice finish too from Savia. Outstanding. Set!
Funaki gets it in. Auckland scrum starting to creak. And in fact, Wellington have walked over the top. Lakai brings it out. Good tackle on him, though, by Jones. Tackle had to be made. Now back for Garden Basham. Drops it in. Now the bounce will be interesting. And it's been snaffled by Higgins. Wellington get another one. And it's Riley Higgins.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you could put that down to numbers 1 to 8. Because the way they scrubbed that, they turned it over, tight head, get some nice bit of movement from their back rowers as well. The turn and the decision-making here from Garden Basham. He obviously gets a call from Higgins, who's having an excellent start to this game as well. Gets a nice little wee bounce and a great finish.
You spoke about confidence earlier on, Millsy or Jackson. Garden Basham, to hear that call, you're right, from Riley Higgins on his outside to run at full noise and effect that kick and get into the space was the main thing to cause that 50-50 bounce, and it's all on the chase. Well done, Riley Higgins.
Now Delaney, blindside flanker. Perenara away for Proctor. Garden Basham again, shifting nicely. Savia frees it up for Omua. Hard to put away from here. Osafa, Omua scores! And Wellington have 3.
Just like that, rampaging. Oh, more out wide.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Gee, some of the finishing from this Wellington side. Plenty of power, explosiveness. Great option here by Savia, who frees it up for what looks to be a winger, but big and powerful Omoa, he scores.
Oh, if it's not Julian Savia down this wing, it's Asafa or more. Good luck stopping that.
Hookers these days certainly have a much higher strike rate than previously, but 58th game he scored 25 tries, and that's a hooker. So Garden Basham's attempt at converting, this one looking pretty good, and over it goes from Jackson Garden Basham, and Wellington are out to a 19-0 advantage, compressing the line out right up here as Vakina throws, and Bird gets a hand in, and away goes Omua once more as Wellington turn the ball over. Lakai releases again for Perenara. Garden Basham. Here's Higgins, who's been pretty impressive in this game. The big man in number 12. Delaney off to Garden Basham. Oh, he sailed right through. Jackson Garden Basham, try number 4.
And deservedly too. He's played a big role in this opening first half. He fights to stay up on his feet as much as he can. But how about here, this ball here? Lakai was the one. He drew in 2 defenders, and he just strolls on in, does Garden Basham. Excellent try.
Yeah, see, they jam up defensively, don't they? There's 2 players in up on one. Garden Basham absolutely slices him apart. And man, oh man, Wellington at the moment just running amok out wide.
Held up in the tackle of Blackwell.
Now let it come.
Long phase of play here, 3 minutes out from half-time as Funaki back for Simon Hickey, puts it high. Going after it was firstly Savia, couldn't get it, but Higgins got it. When in fact it was Love.
Counter-up was good.
Ball is good, and here's Funaki. Finds himself in a bit of space. The halfback slips the pass off to Jones. And Nico Jones, great pace. And Auckland have scored through Nico Jones.
Oh, gee, that was needed as well. Under pressure, Funaki comes through. Nice little left foot step. Gets rid of Garden Bishop, and then the offload. How about this finish here from the flank up? Showed plenty of pace to Nico Jones.
Look at this counter up. 1, 2. Pugh gets up 3, 4 players. Gibson's involved in, and Funaki comes through the boot. Good footwork. Looks for a support player. Comes on Nico Jones. And yeah, you're right, Millsy. Just those first 3 or 4 steps, and he's out of there.
They would have had a decent tune-up, no doubt, at half-time as Hickey spins it off into midfield, and busting through is Renata. Good run here by Marcel Renata. Just a couple of metres short of the line, and the ball comes again. Up for Tui Pelotu, and the big man looking to stretch the arms out. Can't quite get it to the line, though. And it's going to be there, diving through and scoring. Auckland have scored. And getting up with it is Jackson Pugh. And what a start to the second half. Just what they needed.
Just the right, you're right, Nismo. Just what they needed.
Well, he's been strong the whole game, hasn't he, Jackson Pugh? Been amongst everything. He's really led the physical stakes for this Auckland team.
Set!
Perenara gets it in. First receiver is Savia, charging hard inside the 5-metre line. Now Perenara, up it goes to Proctor. Billy Proctor's only half a metre there. Perenara! And TJ Perenara scores.
Brilliantly worked by Wellington, because it required front foot ball, but more importantly, the recycling and the speed of the recycle. As it pops out, no inside defender. It was a late one, Funaki, and over goes TJ Perenara.
Amua to throw. Delaney wins it. Karifi this time, he's going to carry himself. And Duplessis Karifi, only 7 or 8 metres short. Now here's Delaney once more as the pressure goes on this Auckland defence. Perenara goes wide, Garden Bishop around the corner pass for Love. Now Love away for Patavelo.
Nice.
And Wellington score again.
Well, it started really from their set piece. Back of the line out ball off the top. Karifi, he gets a massive break. He had threats all around, and Savia was on the inside, so it was set up nicely. They had to hold off. It was a nice little wee hold, but they showed patience in front foot ball. It didn't go quite as well as what they wanted to in terms of the flow right here. Garden Bishop filling it off, but because of the finishing power that they've got out wide, small nippy man up against a big boy, Butterfilo, he finishes the job off.
Such an influential player in this game, Jackson Garden Bishop, with his conversion attempt, and sneaks it through on the back of the try scored by Pepasano Patafilo.
Tackle now!
Got to let them go to ground now. Auckland. Now Dalzell gets it off. Here's Plummer, who's been good tonight. Got it off to Trainer. And now Bryce Heem, who's now playing on the wing, as Auckland threaten. Close to the line. And another crack, I think, by Gibson.
Hands up!
Tui Pelotu right in there, looking to stretch out and score, and he does. Patrick Tui Pelotu scores for Auckland.
Oh, some excellent lead-up work. Up off the deck he goes. He spots a little wee gap, gets underneath, nice body height, and gets under the defenders.
Plummer's conversion has gone left. Trainer, he's got a few black jerseys coming at him here. And now Wellington looking to turn it over. Great contest for the ball, and they have turned it over as Karifi gets it off to Connor Garden Bishop. Just out from the 22, and it's there again for Judd. Moved on by Morgan. Now Carriffy, bit of space here for Proctor. Back for Higgins, and Riley Higgins gets his second of the night, and Wellington now definitely through to the final.
Oh, fantastic work from the back, defensively first and foremost, to collectively be on the same page. Some great handling out wide. Billy Proctor back on the inside, and great support work from Higgins to score an excellent second try.
Well, we saw a glimpse of him in Super Rugby earlier this season. I suspect we'll see a lot more from 20-year-old Riley Higgins. Southall throws. Delaney wins the line out. Wellington making useful progress inside the 22. Now Judd delivers off to Higgins. Morgan stabs the little kick. Patafilo looks for a bounce. He doesn't get it, but Love gets the bounce. And Ruben Love, as Wellington bring up 50 in the semi-final.
And aren't they happy too? You'd spoken about it before, KT. The kicking game has been excellent, although they didn't quite get it executed as not well as what they wanted to. It's the anticipation and the follow-through with, and here's the bounce and the reward that Ruben Love gets from it. Left foot step, he finishes it off, and isn't he happy about that?
Oh, just a fantastic performance. An exclamation mark on a dominant win.
First time ever that Wellington have put 50 on Auckland, and that goes back a long, long way, as the conversion is made by Morgan, and Wellington have waltzed into the final. A massive victory over Auckland by 54 points to 19.
And they thoroughly deserved the victory as well.